So I'm going to give it a shot and see if it helps my sales in 2024. Welcome to Matt's Profit Pursuit. I'm Matt. I'm a part-time reseller who sources at the Goodwill bins and sells on eBay. And I like to make what sold videos and break down the fees of each sale so you see exactly how much is made after all the fees, shipping, cost of goods, and taxes are taken out. I got 13 orders going out today, and we're going to talk about cross-listing. Do you do it? Should you do it? Should I do it? First, let's check out the sales. Sold this Beretta hat. I paid 25 cents for this hat and it sold for $9 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $15.39. And after fees and shipping, I get $7.61. Sold this pair of Hollister Jeans. I paid $2 for these jeans and I took an offer of $9 plus shipping. Hollister isn't the best brand. However, I had them listed for £2 and they were going to Maryland, so the buyer got charged a lot for shipping, and I put them in a flat rate envelope. That way they get them faster, and I save some money. So the buyer was all in at $24.44, and after fees and shipping, I get $12 even. Sold this pair of cinch jeans. Just plain blue jeans. I got these pants for free, and they sold for $11 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $30.20, and after fees and shipping, I get $16.27. I sold this lot of magic cards. I don't know anything about magic cards, but just like Pokemon, some can be rare and worth some money. So if I see them at the bins, I'll grab them all up, and then I'll search through them again. I like searching for gems, and then I just lot things up and sell them. I just lotted these up by the color that the card was. There's like different colors that mean different things, I think, for the game. So I just lot them up and sell them. I only paid about 15 cents for these cards, and they sold for $15 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $21.87, and after fees and shipping, I get $9.84. Sold this pair of Duluth Trading Flex Ballroom khakis. I was hoping to get rid of like 3 or 4 pairs of these at the same time. I found a bunch that were all the same size, and somebody messaged me a question about one of the pairs of pants and said, "Hey, do you combine shipping?" That's all they said. And I said, "Yeah," or let me know what you're interested in, and I can just make one listing with just those items. But they are asking on a pair of these, so I'm assuming that they wanted, and then these sold shortly after. So I don't know if they just decided to buy the one. I was hoping to get rid of a bunch of those. I paid $2.25 for these pants, and they sold for $17.90 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $28.85, and after fees and shipping, I get $15.44. Sold this Columbia like quarter button sweatshirt. This one I bought more because of the style. This kind of quilted I thought would sell okay. It took longer to sell than I wanted. And Columbia is a decent brand. I paid $1.90 for this sweatshirt, and it sold for $17.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $28.24, and after fees and shipping, I get $15.97. Sold this pair of Neff sunglasses. I did some online arbitrage for some end of year sales that were going on. I bought a bunch of pairs of sunglasses. These are kind of cool. They're like lightning bolts. I spent a couple $100, I think. Got a bunch of stuff. We'll see how it goes. This is the first item to sell. So for this buy, I spent $5.77 per item. This pair of sunglasses sold for $19.95 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $27.48, and after fees and shipping, I get $17.11. Sold this Baseballism, this windbreaker jacket thing. This is like I think their slogan is the unofficial off the field brand of baseball. So it's just like a fan brand. Kind of cool. Not a lot. Nothing. There's some hats that I've sold, and I actually have one of their hats, but there wasn't a lot of comps to go by as far as this jacket was concerned. I paid $1.50 for this jacket, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $25.85, and after fees and shipping, I get $15.58. Sold these Adidas leather golf shoes. I paid $3.95 for these shoes, and they sold for $20 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $34.70, and after fees and shipping, I get $16.82. Sold these girls' Columbia snow boots. I paid $3.65 for these boots, and they sold for $21 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $37.37, and after fees and shipping, I get $18.30. Sold this Marini double wall bat. It is a 33-inch, 26-ounce bat. I paid $2.70 for this bat, and it sold for $49.99 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $77.82, and after fees and shipping, I get $43.55. Real quick, I just want to say thanks for you even watching my video. I really appreciate it. And if you like videos like this where I'm breaking down all the fees so you see exactly what you can expect from selling on eBay, please subscribe. I'm over 1,000 now, which is amazing, and I just want to keep growing and get this information out to as many people as possible. So if you like it, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks. And then the big winner was this guy, this micrometer. I found, and electronics are super cheap at the bins too, so that was awesome. But we use this brand at my work, so I was like, oh, a micrometer. I was gonna pick it up just to have it here. I'm like, oh, for my shop if I want to measure things. I don't need to be real precise on anything, but I'm like, oh, just in case, it'd be cool. Then I looked up how much they go for, and I decided to sell it. This is a bigger one. At my work, we have like the caliper size ones, and then we have smaller versions of this one to just measure things. But it's kind of cool. I paid $2 for this guy, and it sold for $150 plus shipping. The buyer is all in at $177.27, and after fees and shipping, I get $130.24. All right, so one thing I'm doing this year is I am going to start cross-listing. I did start last year, I guess technically. I opened up a Marini and started listing on there. Didn't have any sales. I probably was on there for a few months, or last couple months of the year. But as I was setting up this cross-listing app, or whatever, cross-listing service, I realized I didn't even have like my payment option and bank account and stuff linked to my Marini. So I wonder if people were even able to buy from me, because I didn't have anything that would show that I could pay for shipping. So I don't even, maybe that's why I didn't sell anything. But I delisted all that and went with this cross-listing platform. But I'm just doing eBay, Marini, and Poshmark right now. I know I gotta figure out Poshmark. From what I've heard, it's like they want you to be on there a lot, being social and like following people and sharing your stuff and this and that. But I think there's like a VA you can pay for a VA to do this for you. So I'll look into that. It's going to be a slow process. I looked at a few different cross-listing services, and you hear people talking about this is the best one, this is the good one. After lots and lots of research, I decided to go with insert company here. I personally just think that insert company here has the best features all around, and I wouldn't use any other company other than insert company here. And that's just me personally. I'm not selling out at all. I'm just doing what I think is going to work for me, for my business. And I'll let you know how it goes in the meantime. But I have only started with a few listings to kind of get a feel for it. I haven't signed up to I haven't actually paid for the service yet. I'm just doing the free trial and see how. I don't expect to make any sales, and I don't think I get all the features just by the free trial. But I just wanted to list a couple things to kind of see how it interacts with each one. See how it goes. One thing I'm going to have to figure out, because I like to delist and relist on eBay, see how that affects my listings. But let me know down below. Do you cross-list? Do you use a cross-listing service? If you don't use one, you should probably use insert company here, because they're amazing. But so dumb. What was I going to say? Or do you just do it by hand? Do you list one thing to whatever your primary platform is, and then list that same item multiple times on other platforms? I don't sell a crazy amount of items. This is a good amount of items for me. I think I average about 3 items per day. And this was MLK Day and stuff. So this was, I don't know, like 4 days worth here with these items. So I'm hoping it increases the sales, but I don't want it to get I don't want it to get messy. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want it to get messy to where things don't get delisted or things get double listed or whatever it is. And I'm no tech guy. I have no idea how to fix those problems. I just don't want those issues. So let me know down below what company you use, if you use one, and just how it's going for you cross listing. If you saw any spike in sales. Now let's break down these sales. For those items, including what the buyers paid for shipping, I have a total of $498.10 in sales. After fees and shipping, I have $319.73, minus the cost of goods, which was $26.12, and that gives me $293.61. I take 25% and put it aside for taxes, which is $73.40. And that gives me $220.21. Invest 20% back into the business, which is $44.04. And that puts $176.17 in my pocket for about 3.5 hours of work. And that is 6.7 times my investment on these items. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Peace.